Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Osika. This is going to be for Thursday, and we'll continue again after spring break since we have a kind of a check over everything day on Friday. So we'll come back to this again after spring break. But today I want to go over the story with you called Discovering Dinosaurs. Let's go over the quiz first and the questions we're going to have after the quiz. Number 1, how do footprints help scientists better understand dinosaurs? Number 2, which of the following words means to look at something carefully? To look at something carefully. So that's going to be one of our vocabulary words. Number 3, how did the flat teeth of some dinosaurs help them eat food? So flat teeth. How did flat teeth help? And number 4, what is the main idea of Discovering Dinosaurs? The whole book, Discovering Dinosaurs. What's the main idea of the whole book? Now, I don't know if you have the back of the questions. I do not. So for some reason, I don't have it. I'm hoping you do have a few more questions. If not, we're going to just deal with 4 of them, and that's fine. So boys and girls, today let's talk about Discovering Dinosaurs. This is a multi-level book, ILO. I'm going to go ahead and read it with you. First of all, we're going to come back after spring break and talk about another constructed response, and our question is going to be right here for the constructed response. What are fossils and how have they helped us learn about dinosaurs? So that's our focus question. We're also going to be doing some writing about that after spring break. You're going to notice that this is an information book, a nonfiction book, so we have some words to know. Dinosaurs, examine, extinct, fossils, museum, and remains. Now, if I was stuck on these words, I could chunk them out. I can look through. So look at this. Dine-o-saurs. I'm going to tap it out by syllable. Ex-am-in. Examine. Extinct. Fossils. Museum. Remains. Okay, so those are our words that we're going to know. We have a table of contents in the story. Finding fossils is going to be on page 4. Learning from fossils is on page 8. How long ago on page 14. And the glossary on page 16. Let's go ahead and turn right now to the glossary and look at these words. Glossary, dinosaurs, large groups of reptiles that roamed Earth until they became extinct over 65 million years ago. Examine means to look at something carefully to learn more about it. Extinct, no longer living, completely wiped out, page 8. Fossils, remains of plants or animals that turn to stone over time. Museum, a building used to store and show things that are important to history, science, or art. And finally, the last word, remains, the material that is left after a living thing dies or after something is finished. So going back now to Discovering Dinosaurs, follow along with me, page 4. So let's think about the main idea. That's our learning goal for the story today, our main idea and some supporting details. So this text right here, look at this little caption under the picture. It says, many dinosaur fossils are on display in natural history museums. This whole chapter, the first chapter, is about finding fossils. So let's find out the main idea. How do we know dinosaurs lived on Earth? Scientists discover fossils in rocks all over the world. Studying fossils helps them learn about dinosaurs. They study what dinosaurs looked like, where they lived, and what they ate. Fossils are the remains, the things that were left, of plants or animals from long ago that have turned to stone. Scientists have found many different types of dinosaur fossils, including bones, footprints, teeth, nests, and eggs. So look at these. We have a tooth fossil, footprint fossils, bones, eggs, and skeletons of different dinosaurs. Those are all fossils. These scientists are excavating or carefully digging fossils out of the ground. After recording information about the fossils, the scientists will wrap them to keep them safe. Then the scientists will take them to a museum. Scientists will study the fossils. They'll examine the shape and color of the fossils. They'll also consider where the fossils were discovered and how deep underground they were discovered. So look at this caption here under this photo. It says, scientists clear dirt and rock away from a leg bone fossil. It's a big fossil. Scientists can sometimes fit bone fossils together to form a complete skeleton. This reminds me, one day when I was in Mrs. Booth's class as a guest teacher, I was reading a story from your Journeys book about a man who was excavating and finding skeletons of dinosaurs and putting them together. Most dinosaurs had hundreds of bones, so it is difficult to find all of them. Scientists use other dinosaur skeletons to help them piece together the fossils and understand the missing bones. This caption says, a scientist fits Triceratops bone fossils together. Now, here we're going to learn about fossils, but let's just think about this chapter. So finding fossils. On the very first paragraph, what was the most important main idea? That scientists discover fossils all over the world, right? And they study them to find out what they looked like. Fossils, this paragraph talks about fossils are found, lots of different kinds, and they are the remains from animals long ago. This paragraph right here is talking about how scientists can dig fossils out of the ground to learn about them. They examine the fossils and can figure out where they were discovered. And this paragraph here was about scientists putting them together to form a complete dinosaur. Chapter 2, Learning from Fossils. Triceratops and horse skeletons look the same in some ways. So the top one shows a triceratops, the bottom one shows a horse. Although dinosaurs are extinct, no longer here, the skeletons of other animals help scientists understand dinosaur skeletons. Some dinosaur bones may be bigger than those of animals alive today. However, many are still shaped in the same way, or however, they are still shaped the same. So notice the similarities between the two. I notice like the ribs, kind of the tailbone area. Many different types of dinosaurs roamed Earth. Scientists study fossils to learn how dinosaurs moved around. Some dinosaurs walked on 2 or 4 legs, and some used wings to fly. So the top one is a walking dinosaur, and the bottom one is a flying dinosaur. As dinosaurs moved around Earth, they left tracks behind. Scientists study fossil footprints to learn how fast or slow dinosaurs moved. Footprints also give clues about how big or small the dinosaur leaving the tracks might have been. It says a large group of dinosaur footprints were found together in China. 11. Some of the sharp teeth of this meat-eating dinosaur are as large as a human hand. Whoa. Scientists study fossil teeth to learn about the diets of dinosaurs. Many dinosaurs grew new teeth to replace those they had worn down or lost. Some dinosaurs had razor-sharp teeth that helped them cut through meat or plants. Others had flat teeth that they used to grind their food. Now we're getting into another chapter here. So this whole chapter, learning from fossils, what was the main idea of these paragraphs? I would say that right here in this first paragraph, we talked about even though dinosaurs are extinct, we can learn things from other animals, can't we? We can compare them to the animals that are today. So this whole chapter was about comparing different fossils. Many dinosaurs roamed the earth, and they talked about different ways that they walked, 2 or 4 legs, and some used wings. Over here, it talked about as dinosaurs moved around the earth, they left tracks behind. So this whole paragraph was about studying footprints of fossils to give them clues of how the tracks might have been. Showed if they were maybe larger, smaller, if they were faster. This paragraph was about teeth, learning how the diets of different dinosaurs based on their teeth. And here we can learn about the fossil and nest of eggs. Eggs came in many shapes and sizes. So boys and girls, go ahead and finish reading this text, How Long Ago. I'm going to have you read that one on your own. And we will come back again after spring break to talk more about the quiz and a constructed response. Thanks for reading with me today. Enjoy the rest of the book. Bye-bye.